It's official, guys. Mama Guy is going to jail. I couldn't find anything specific about the second trial, but So Eun-jung, aka the Mama Guy, has officially been sentenced as of June 30th. And it's not.
His case is from late 2023, which is over a year after that video happened. The man in this video was caught and sentenced to 20 years in prison.
What happens when one of the biggest TikTok stars in the world, a man with over 50 million followers, suddenly disappears, only to return after serving time for one of the most disturbing crimes imaginable? Because that's exactly what's happening right now with Mama Guy, also known as Sayeon Won-jung. Once called the boy who beat BTS in followers, the Mama Guy was everywhere, collabing with celebs, landing brand deals, even gracing Forbes lists. But behind the polished smile and perfect Korean beauty standards, there was another story. In July 2023, it all came crashing down when he was arrested for a shocking sexual assault crime involving a minor. The charges were so serious that reports said he could face up to 7 years in prison. So how is it that just a year and a half later, he's free, uploading videos, and being pushed as if he was innocent all along? That's the disturbing question we're unpacking today.
Whoever this Mama Guy hired, his legal team, his consultants, they are doing a great job because they kept this thing pretty much under wraps. And it was so difficult to find news or any articles about it. And I just remember seeing this girl who talks about how Korean PR works. Like all the public news and gossip that you see online, technically it can be stopped.
Before we dive into the crime, we need to understand just how massive Mama Guy was. Back in 2020, while the world was stuck indoors during the pandemic, TikTok exploded, and one of its fastest growing stars wasn't from the US or Europe. He was from Korea. Sayeon Won-jung, dubbed Mama Guy because of his comedic catchphrases, became a household name almost overnight. His looks fit Korea's strict beauty standards: sharp jawline, smooth skin, a pretty boy image that fans adored. That face alone pulled in millions. Within a year, he crossed 30 million followers. Soon after, he hit 50 million, putting him shoulder to shoulder with BTS in terms of influence. He wasn't just another creator lip-syncing songs. He was collabing with A-list stars, landing brand deals with Zara and Burger King, and even appearing on Forbes 30 Under 30. By 2022, he wasn't just a TikToker. He was a global face of Gen Z entertainment. And then July 20th, 2023, it all stopped. On that day, news outlets across Korea reported that a well-known influencer had been arrested for committing a sexual crime against a minor. They blurred his face at first, but fans instantly recognized him. Police had gone to his home, knocked repeatedly, and when he didn't answer, they brought in the fire department to get inside. What they found left no doubt. The influencer in question was Mama Guy. Neighbors described him as pale, nervous, repeating one phrase over and over: "We had permission." But consent doesn't exist when the victim is underage, and the allegations were damning. The internet erupted. Fans who once adored him now labeled him a predator. Brands cut ties immediately. For someone who had built a career on being cute and safe, the mask was off. Reports said he could face 7 years behind bars if found guilty. The trial shocked Korea. Mama Guy was one of the biggest names on social media, and suddenly he was a defendant in a sexual assault case involving a child. In court, prosecutors laid out evidence, including messages and CCTV footage. His defense claimed the relationship was consensual, a statement that only fueled outrage given the victim's age.
Found guilty of happened in July 2023, and he was arrested in December 2023.
Initially, everything pointed to years in prison. The judge even stated that the seriousness of the crime warranted heavy punishment. But then came the twist. On January 17, 2024, the court reduced his sentence. Instead of 7 years, it was cut to just 1 year. For many, this wasn't justice. It was money and PR doing what they always do in high-profile cases. So how did Mama Guy spend his time locked up? Reports say he kept a low profile in jail. No press coverage, no photos, no leaks. By the time he was released, he looked polished, healthy, even glowing, sparking online debates about whether he was treated like a regular inmate at all. Some speculated he had access to special privileges behind bars, while others argued he may not have served the full time at all. Whatever the truth, when he returned, he didn't look like a broken man. He looked ready for a comeback. Just days after his release, Mama Guy posted his first TikTok since 2023. In it, he bows his head, apologizes to fans, and thanks them for waiting. But notably, he never directly addresses the crime.
Mama! 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 Mama!
Instead, his PR machine paints him as misunderstood, someone wrongly caught up, someone whose sentence proves he wasn't guilty. But here's the catch: reduced punishment isn't proof of innocence. He was still convicted. He still served time. The spin was clear. His team wanted fans to believe he was framed, that police got it wrong. And disturbingly, it's working. Many critics believe this wasn't just about the courts. They argued there was a full PR cover-up behind the scenes. Why? Because the narrative being pushed is that he was wrongly accused. Articles highlight his return, his resilience, his strength, strength, but avoid the details of the crime. It's the classic playbook: shorten the memory of the audience, focus on the comeback, erase the past, and in an era where influencers bounce back faster than ever, it might just work. Now, Mama Guy's return raises bigger questions than just one man's comeback. How do we hold influencers accountable when their power and fame let them bend the rules? How does a conviction turn into a PR rebrand in just 1 year? And most importantly, how do we stop predators from hiding behind fame while their young fans are the ones most at risk? Because if Mama Guy can return from a shocking crime with millions still watching, then maybe the internet isn't learning at all, and that's a reality we can't just scroll past. Anyways, leave a like, smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.